Hey, Shiv. Welcome back to the Healing Circle. Doing our weekend messages. Just want to kind of get my mind right, cleanse the energy. How you guys doing? Are you ready for the weekend? You want to look at what you can expect, what energy you can expect to encounter, clarify it, have a little fun. What's good, Bishop? Hey, Pink. How y'all doing? You sent me an email? I didn't get an email. But let me check again. I'll definitely check again. Just in case I deleted it. Sometimes I'll be like scrolling through all my emails at once. You know how you can do it on your phone. So I'm gonna check again. And I'm also check my spam. It could have gone there. Oh, there it is. I was looking for my phone. For sure, I will definitely check my email as soon as we finish this live. Listen, I am feeling good. It is the weekend eve. Okay. So let's tap in, see what you can expect this weekend. Keeping the energy light. Okay. Keeping it very specific, direct. We did this before, we know not like too broad, but more so like very like intentional messages. If that makes sense. Let's see. I don't know. All right, cleansing the energies of my Dex God, and of my heart, and of my space, and of my mind, and of my energy, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. Please come into these readings for each member, for each zodiac sign for the weekend, looking at what energy each zodiac sign can expect this weekend, can expect to encounter. Y'all ready? Let's see. Put up the banners. I'm going to start with Aries and go down. It's just easier for me. I think I need to cut my big light on. I do. One moment. Yeah, one moment. All right. Got ashes on my blanket. Are y'all ready? Yeah, put your energy in. Put your energy in. So the message can be specific. Specific. It's hard for me to say that word. Specific. All right, so you ready? All right. Tapping into the energy for the weekend. What can Aries expect? Aries. Now, if the reading doesn't resonate, don't try to make it. All right. But let's see what energy you can expect to encounter this weekend. We're going to clarify it and have some fun. All right. See? For Aries spirit, what can Aries expect this weekend? What energy can Aries expect to encounter this weekend, spirit? Please be specific. The unconditional card showed with feminine, okay? So you could be, receiving some support, okay? Because the unconditional card says support, right? Especially if things have been kind of frozen or confusing in a way. Let's see. All right, spirit, what energy can Aries expect to encounter this weekend, spirit? What energy can Aries expect to encounter? Okay. Letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. Right? Memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing. Because of illusions, clouded judgment, unbalanced, skewed. All right. Let's clarify it. What is this about, Aries? If you have Aries in your chart, or if you are an Aries sun sign, what do you think this is about? Tell me in the chat. What do you think this is about? Okay. The Magician show with justice. Okay. Someone could be trying to create justice, like, especially if things have been very dissatisfying with the Four of Cups energy. This could be in a relationship or in a home situation. Okay. Especially if there's been some resistance. Strength card on the bottom. Leo energy. All right. Why is letting go here? Releasing, walking away, moving on. With the Four of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay. You may be letting go or releasing or walking away from a masculine with the King of Cups on the bottom. Especially if they've been rather, the Four of Pentacles is like, the miser energy, selfish, you're kind of thinking about yourself. If this person has been like, maybe like holding back emotionally, or even like, being selfish. Okay. So you may be letting go or releasing. All right. Why is letting go here for Aries? Yeah. You could have been like trying to hold on to this person because of how you feel about them. King of Cups energy. Why is letting go here for Aries? Yeah. The Six of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, someone is like being selfish. Okay. It's like holding back from giving equally. It's like, Five of Swords. Which can be like, manipulation, like playing games, like not being serious. So someone holding back from giving, even like holding back from not being like being fair, yeah. Especially if it's like an energy of Six of Pentacles can be like, it's equal give and take, but it's like you putting in exactly, as much as I'm putting in. It can be financial with the Pentacles energy, right? And this can be someone that was maybe saving money or holding back, or thinking more about themselves financially. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe with the Emperor energy and the Five of Swords, the Emperor energy, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords, maybe they're, stepping up to like, repair things, or, maybe you've tried to step up to repair things, especially with the Emperor energy there, your Aries, that's your energy. Okay. Why is letting go here for Aries for the weekend? Why is letting go here for Aries for the weekend? Okay. All right. The Ten of Pentacles. That's the family. Okay. The Ten of Cups and the Emperor. All right. Five Pentacles on the bottom. Seven of Pentacles. All right. So this can be someone that was maybe holding back from maybe giving equally to a family situation, to the idea that you might have planned together, especially with the Emperor energy. Yeah, maybe you're taking the lead or taking control of the situation with the Emperor energy because, we feel neglected with the Five of Pentacles energy. Maybe you've been like waiting, waiting for change, waiting for things to happen, waiting and waiting and waiting and, being disappointed. Four of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Four of Cups, right? So you're like, okay, I'm letting go of the situation because I've been holding on, because of how I feel about this person, right? Waiting for equal give and take. Yeah. And feeling neglected with the Five of Pentacles, right? You also have memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing. Okay, so this weekend you may be like, thinking about the good times or reminiscing. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands. And maybe you're thinking about like if it's bittersweet, especially with the memories energy, like if you're thinking about stuff that might have happened in the past, it could be making you angry. Okay, with the Queen of Swords energy. Especially if you're like thinking about like, oh, it could have been this way, right? With the Six of Wands, but there was, the conflict could have been an affair with the Ace of Wands energy, right? You might, be thinking back on the memories or the way things were and maybe like thinking about how they could have been. Why is memories here for Aries? Okay. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. 4 cups on the bottom. Okay. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles is like being left out in the cold, left waiting. Okay. And disappointed with the 3 of Swords energy. Heartbroken. Okay. 4 cups. This is something you're like letting go. You're pushing it away. You're pushing it away because you're starting to think about, you know, maybe the memories from the past, and it's just making you angry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And maybe this person apologized with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. Okay. But you may feel like it's still disappointing. It's like still no change. Okay. And it's all because of illusions, right? You might feel like this person's been playing games. Why is illusions here as the why? Cloud of judgment, unbalanced, skewed. Yeah. The 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Like if someone was juggling or, going back and forth, one way, 1 minute they're one way, the next minute they're another way. It was just keeping you stuck in your head with the 8 of Swords energy, right? Mm-hmm. Knight of Cups right behind that with the Magician. They come and they give you love and emotion. It's to manipulate with the Magician energy, okay? Yeah, you're ready for change with the Wheel of Fortune. You're like, okay, I'm seeing this differently. Like, I'm letting this go. You're thinking about the memories this weekend. And it's just making you angry. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, as you are reflecting this weekend, that it might not be in your best interest to to like revisit those things. Okay, with the Empress energy and the Magician, if you have children with this person, maybe they use that as a way to manipulate. Okay, with the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune, because they know that that's what you wanted. Okay, that's the change that you wanted. Yeah, it could have been a lot of going back and forth with progressing things forward. Okay, clarifying this illusions energy. Okay, keeping your judgment kind of clouded. Yeah, yeah. But with the World energy and the 2 of Swords, you're closing out that cycle. Yeah, you might not even be talking to this person this weekend. 2 of Swords and the King of Cups. Okay, with the Page of Cups right behind that, you might know what's going to happen. Like maybe that they're going to, maybe apologize or send you a message or, try to mend things. And you just like, no, I'm closing out that cycle because it's an energy of illusions. Okay. Yeah. Right behind that, harmony. And right behind that, sidetrack. Right. Yeah. Like, things will change or things will get better or I'm going to do things differently. You may feel like you've heard it all before. Right. So that's the energy, you can expect to encounter this weekend, the energy of letting go. Okay. Letting go of something that has been disappointing to you. Okay. Page of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. Okay. So your person may apologize for all of what they've caused. Okay. Because with the 7 of Cups energy, they're worried about you moving on with the Chariot. They're worried about you moving forward, moving on. Right. And so they may rush in this weekend to try to get you to see things differently. Okay. That's what you can expect. So moving on to, should I give you some advice? No, I think you got it. Moving on to Taurus. All right. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit that like button if you like it. All right, see for Taurus spirit. All right. If the reading doesn't resonate, don't try to make it. Okay. We're looking to see what Taurus can expect this weekend. Right. Try to get as specific as possible. Not too broad. Specifically for the weekend, spirit. What can Taurus expect this weekend? Okay. Could be longing for a second chance. Okay. Yeah. Especially if things are kind of tricky right now with the elusive energy. Okay. Maybe there's been an upheaval. Okay. You may feel kind of trapped or stuck in a way. All right. What can Taurus expect this weekend, spirit? apology. Ooh. Spiritual connection. Oh, apology, return, forgiveness, gifts. Spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, unity. And despair, falling apart, sinking, hopeless. Right? Because of hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. Okay. So you may be hoping, waiting, or manifesting, or expecting something. All right. Let's clarify it. Okay. All right, Spirit, for Taurus, let's see. You can expect an apology this weekend. Okay, maybe a return or forgiveness in a way, or gifts. Oh, one more. Okay. The Six of Wands. Okay. This is like overcoming something that was actually maybe very unhealthy. Okay, maybe I'm having like a fresh start or a new beginning. Okay, could be an offer in some way to try to make things right. All right, let's see. Why is apology here for Taurus? Return, forgiveness, gifts for the weekend. Okay. The Devil and the Six of Swords. Okay. This could be a Capricorn, but this could be someone apologizing for, like, maybe like patterns, apologizing for, like, habits or stuff that, that has been rather toxic. Okay. To try to move things into a better state. Especially with the Six of Cups energy. This can be like, moving on from the past. Okay. Especially if this is something that has been avoided, especially if this is like a conversation that has been avoided, or like a decision that has been avoided. Someone is choosing to maybe apologize for their ways or their habits or their actions with this Devil energy. Clarify the apology energy for Taurus. Yeah. The Sun card and the Star. Okay. Maybe someone is seeing clearly with the Sun card, like what is it they want or desire, or what is it that they are hoping for. Okay. Yeah. And with the King of Wands energy and the Ace of Swords, taking action with clarity. Okay. It's like, yeah. Why is apology here? Could be done for Leo. Return, forgiveness, gifts for the weekend for Taurus. Mm-hmm. High Priestess, 3 major arcana. Okay. And the Tower on the bottom. Okay. Yeah. So someone may be apologizing for, the Devil energy. Maybe because something has been highlighted. Okay. With the Sun card energy, especially with the Sun card and the High Priestess, especially if it's like highlighting a secret, or something being exposed, or something coming out with the Tower energy and the Emperor. All right. This is like, the Tower to the Emperor is almost like breaking free, like from something that was like controlling you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you have spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, unity. Why is this message here for Taurus is what they can expect this weekend? Clarify spiritual connection. Okay. Okay. All right. So the Ten of Swords. Okay. Maybe there was an ending or a betrayal, because we can see the apology for the Devil energy because something was highlighted or exposed. With the Ace of Cups energy, this can be like someone either like apologizing to have a new beginning after this betrayal. Okay. Especially with the Three of Pentacles energy, it's to work things out, get on the same page. with the Fool. This could be an Aries energy, but this is like someone that's trying to like step out on faith, okay? Because with the hoping card and longing right behind that, is something that someone may really want, okay? Two of Wands on the bottom is a choice that's being made because someone is interested or realize or knows that they want something so much more. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles right behind that, okay? Yeah. Maybe someone's perspective is changing, okay? You also have despair, falling apart, sinking, hopeless. Why is this energy here for Taurus? Okay. The Seven of Swords and Judgment, okay? You may encounter this energy of feeling despair or falling apart or feeling hopeless because with the Seven of Swords energy, you're not sure, okay? With the Judgment energy, if there will be an opportunity to move things into a better state, you might not believe that there will be, okay? Why is despair here for Taurus? Or someone believes that there will be no opportunity. Okay, yeah. With the 10 of Wands energy, because of like, that's like the energy of too much. It's like a heavy burden. Like at your limit type energy. With the 9 of Cups energy, of maybe someone thinking about themselves. The 9 of Cups energy can be a selfish energy. It's personal satisfaction. Yeah. Why is despair here? So someone may feel like they're not sure if another opportunity is available because of all of what has transpired with the 10 of Wands energy, especially if things have been very difficult. Why is despair here for Taurus? Yeah. Right. The Emperor, Aries energy again, and the 6 of Wands. Okay. So someone may be like stepping up, maybe taking ownership, okay, in order to have a successful outcome with the 6 of Wands, because the overall energy is someone hoping, waiting, and expecting, manifesting something that they're longing for right behind that. Why is hoping here for Taurus? Hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting for Taurus. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. For Taurus spirit, why is hoping here as the overall energy for Taurus? Please make it clear. Waiting, expecting, manifesting. Ooh. All right. The 4 of Cups and the Tower. Someone is hoping for this energy of dissatisfaction, boredom, blank. Like, the 4 of Cups energy is like feeling very dissatisfied, is being feeling like, rejected, feeling like you're not getting what it is you want, right? The Tower energy is like someone is hoping for that energy to just be dismantled, okay? Because with the 9 of Wands energy, they're tired of being stuck, okay? It's like, I'm tired of being stuck. I'm ready to let the past go, okay? Just and move on, okay? Why is hoping here? Okay, the masculine can maybe he has like very deep emotion for the feminine. Why is hoping here? It's like, I'm ready for this energy of rejection to stop, okay, or to just be dismantled, okay. 9 of Wands energy came out because like I'm tired of it, it's exhaustion, okay. So Taurus, the energy you can expect this weekend is maybe someone apologizing for some, unhealthy patterns or toxic behavior that was exposed, okay. That could have caused the end to a spiritual connection, in order to have a new beginning, to get on the same page, to, take this leap of faith, right? Someone could be going through despair, falling apart, feeling hopeless or sinking because they're ready for this energy of being dissatisfied to just stop, okay? This is what someone is hoping for, right? But they're not sure because of all of what has transpired, if they can take control of a situation, okay? So that's what you can expect this weekend, Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. It's Gemini season. Happy birthday, Gemini. It's your season. Woo! Happy birthday, Gemini. For Gemini spirit, what can Gemini expect this weekend? Now, Gemini, if the reading does not resonate, do not try to make it. Very important. For Gemini this weekend, spirit, what can Gemini expect? One more. No. That's why I was like, okay, avoiding memories. You could be avoiding, like, even addressing memories, looking at them like I don't want to see it. Okay, especially if you feel like it's like too complicated, you know. Yeah. Intimacy with distance. Maybe you're like, you know, distancing yourself from intimacy. Okay. Maybe having like some regrets for some repeated patterns or something like that. You could just be like avoiding past energy. What can Gemini expect this weekend, spirit? The chase. Okay. Preparation, relentless pursuit, victory. Right? Because of memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing, pride, and apprehensive. Okay. So you may experience, or you can expect maybe a pursuit, maybe even like a victory in some way, because of these memories. Okay. Yeah. Someone could be ready to take a leap of faith towards you because of how they feel about you. They love you very much. Could be someone that wants to progress things forward, especially if things have been rather stagnant with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Could have been stagnant because of other people. 3 of Cups, and deception. Right. 7 of Swords. All right. Why the chase? Why is the chase here for Gemini? Preparation, relentless pursuit, victory. Why can Gemini expect the chase this weekend? Please make it clear, Spirit. Thank you. Tower. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So the Tower is divine intervention. Okay. The Tower is sudden change, right? With the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant energy right behind that, it can be an opportunity for a new beginning, opportunity for a fresh start, that could lead to something long-term or committed. Okay. With Temperance, okay, the Page of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords on the bottom. Okay. So this can be someone that's like, you know, pursuing you to, you know, bring things into balance. Maybe someone wants to talk with the Page of Swords energy. Maybe someone knows like that they've been, you know, selfish with the 9 of Cups energy. It's like Page of Swords and the 9 of Cups is like, I know I've been selfish, right? I know I've been thinking about myself. And that's what this communication could be. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. With the 10 of Swords, Emperor. Yeah. Yeah. So if there has been a betrayal with the 10 of Swords energy, this can be someone that wants to take ownership for that. Okay. Take control of the situation. Especially if someone was like, you know, manipulating things or kind of playing games in a way. Right. Why is memories here as the overall energy? Bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing as the energy Gemini can expect this weekend. Yeah. Someone could be reminiscing on the past with the 6 of Cups energy, okay, of how they, you know, maybe like hid things, okay, maybe hid a third party with the 3 of Cups energy, okay, yeah. Why is memories here? Memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing. Mm-hmm. 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So this energy of abandonment, being left out in the cold, may have given someone some clarity. Okay, maybe that's giving someone like the aha. Okay, if someone's been reminiscing on the past with the memories energy. Okay, and maybe looking at how their pride made them apprehensive. Okay, with pride and apprehensive right behind that. Okay, they could be thinking about that. And this energy of being abandoned or energy of being left out in the cold is giving someone maybe like a wake-up call, okay, as to what they want with the star energy. With the Six of Wands energy, it's like what do you want? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to be like successful? Like, what do you want to achieve? Right? This energy of lack, Five of Pentacles, is giving someone an aha. Okay. So what you can expect this weekend, Gemini, is the chase, or maybe even like a victory. Okay. Relentless pursuit. Right? Anything else for Gemini? No. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Two of Wands on the bottom. Choosing a new beginning. Deception remove. If there was like a new beginning with a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, passion based, it was to maybe like get on the same page to compromise in a way. This could be something that someone was doing based solely off of like image or how things are viewed. Okay. All right. That's what you can expect, Gemini. Moving on. Oh, I never even freaking changed it to Gemini. Frick. That was Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Dang it. Gotta do better. How you guys feeling? All right, Cancer, let's see. Unconditional is showing with clashing. All right, Cancer, let's see. What can you expect this weekend? All right. Maybe someone's having an epiphany about like the unconditional feelings that they have for you. All right. Yeah. And look, Bishop, I forgot to put the tag up. Banner up. So it's like a part of Taurus. Okay, you'll see it. Okay. For Cancer spirit. For Cancer, what can Cancer expect? Okay. Someone could be like receptive to the chemistry, right? This could be a masculine. It's like, you know what? The chemistry is definitely there. All right. What can Cancer expect this weekend? Clashing because of running, right? So differences, incompatibility, conflict, right? Because of running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, right? What's behind that? Spiritual connection. So someone could have been running from a spiritual connection, and maybe that's the reason why things have been rather conflicting, or there's been an energy of clashing, right? For Cancer spirit, please clarify these messages. Okay. Yeah. If you were waiting for someone to give equally, maybe that wasn't happening. Okay. There could be communication about that this weekend. Okay. Communication about why things have been rather stagnant. Okay. But also communication about like healing or repairing things, like what someone really truly wants. Right. Especially if things have been rather difficult. Right. Why is clashing here for Cancer this weekend? Differences, incompatibility, conflict. All right. The King of Wands, Ace of Swords, Tower, Queen of Cups. That's your energy, Cancer. And Six of Cups. All right. So this could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius with the King of Wands energy. But someone could be doing something now because they have a clear understanding, or they understand something better with the Ace of Swords energy. They could even be taking action to maybe have a conversation with you, especially if there's been an energy of like clashing. Okay. So if someone, this King of Wands could be like making moves because they have a better understanding with the Ace of Swords, especially if there was a tower cause with you in the past, right? This can be someone that's like ready to put in the work. 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I see the energy of the 9 of Pentacles as I'm ready. Okay. 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, ready to put in the work. 6 of Pentacles on right behind that. It's like to give equally, to commit, to probably give you what is we're asking for, because someone was running from a spiritual connection. This is what I'm gonna do, Danielle and Bishop. I'm gonna do Gemini again at the end. Yeah, it is Gemini season. So yeah. Running. Why is running here as the overall energy for Cancer? Ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Okay. The star and the moon. Okay. Someone was ghosting or disappearing or invisible because they were afraid. Okay. 8 of Swords on the bottom, like stuck in my head about how I feel with the King of Cups energy. Is this what I truly want with the 9 of Cups? Yeah, it's like, but maybe someone's like healing that fear of, the spiritual connection, repairing that, And I feel like it's because this King of Wands has the clarity that they need, especially if they are reflecting on this tower that was caused with the Queen of Cups, you, in the past. Why is it running here as the overall energy? Okay, see? This person seeing themselves as your match, King of Cups, okay? Yeah. And they know what they want, 9 of Cups. It's like, okay, now the King of Cups knows what he wants emotionally, especially if he's allowing himself to feel, okay? And it's just energy, okay? We all possess both feminine and masculine energy, so, apply how it fits, okay? But this someone is like healing their fear around this deep spiritual connection, okay? Because they have clarity now. They have a better understanding. A better understanding of what happened between the two of you, but also a better understanding of what they want, okay? With the Empress energy, this is about progression. Yeah, someone wants to progress things forward. They want to maybe have a child with you, okay? Yeah, because, okay, I would say in the past, someone's actions were very confusing, okay? Or even like manipulative. Yeah. Yeah, because like they're seeing things from a different perspective. They were resisting, and that's something that they regret. Okay. Yeah. Anything else for Cancer? Is what Cancer can expect this weekend? Oh, the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. 4 of Wands on the bottom. So someone is definitely thinking long term. Okay, like maybe even like marrying you. Okay. And they're communicating the action they plan to take, because someone wants to get, not get over the past, but wants to do what's necessary to get over what might have happened in the past with you. Okay. Because they're seeing you as like their happily ever after. Right. The 4 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the 4 of Cups. This could be someone that was hiding how dissatisfied they were. Okay. Maybe that's the energy, especially with their running energy. Okay. It's like ghosting or disappearing is because they were hiding just how dissatisfied they were. Okay. But they want to move things into a better state because they feel more ready. What they did to get ready, I'm not sure. But that's how they feeling. Someone's like, they want to marry you. You might be surprised. because the conflict has been them running, right? So moving on to Leo. All right, Leo. Let's see, what energy can you expect this weekend? Okay, if you've been clinging on to something, maybe you're purging that now. Okay, or apply how it fits. There could be a message or a confession of lust or intensity or passion with a third party. And you might be saying, you know what, I'm releasing this because I've been holding on to this for too long. Okay. Maybe waiting for vows with the vows energy on the bottom. All right. What can Leo expect this weekend, Spirit? Please make it clear. Oh, sugar on the iced tea. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to take him. My godson requesting Robux. He's addicted. He's addicted. There you go. Illusions, clouded judgment, unbalanced, skewed. Okay. Better off, happiness, perspective, clear headspace. Confessions, unexpected message, unveiling, justification. And chemistry, spark, passion, desire. Okay. All right. And it's because of loyalty, dedication, trust, reliability, elusive, nourish. Okay. So maybe someone hasn't been very transparent, or maybe they've been kind of elusive, especially if they've kind of been like taking care of themselves or like focusing on themselves. Maybe they want you to trust them. Maybe you've been trusting them. We're going to clarify it. For Leo, Spirit, why is illusions here? Okay. If you've been experiencing resistance from this person, Leo, you may be getting a clear understanding as to why. It could be because of something from the past. Maybe they're going to tell you something about their past and apologize about it or for it to move forward. Why is illusions here for Leo? Cloud of judgment, unbalanced, skewed for the weekend. Illusions. For Leo. Four of Swords and the Two of Cups. All right. So if someone's trying to repair a union, maybe even have a new beginning with you, maybe after an ending, you might feel like someone is trying to like cloud your judgment. Why is illusions here for Leo? Yeah, you might feel like someone is trying to manipulate you with the Magician energy. Okay. Because maybe they feel bad with the Ten of Wands. You might feel like someone's trying to like repair things with you through manipulation. Okay. With the Six of Pentacles on the bottom and the Five of Swords, it's like you're giving me something, but it's like a trick. Okay. It's like yeah, you might feel like someone is trying to like trick you. Okay. Yeah, and like keep you stuck. It's like to keep you stuck, right? You might feel like someone's trying to trick you to keep you stuck. Why is better off here? Happiness, perspective, clear headspace. Yeah. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. You're happy this person was honest about the affair. If there was an affair, you're happy this person was honest. Maybe you have a better understanding of things if someone is confessing about chemistry or an affair in some way. You're happy maybe that someone is being honest. Especially if they've been kind of like holding back their emotions, kind of quiet or reserved it to themselves. It's like, yep, with the moon energy, it's like you get the clarity you need. Okay. There definitely could have been a secret affair. It's like if that's being highlighted, you have a better perspective. Mm. Why is better off here for Leo? Okay. The Emperor, Aries energy. Yeah, someone's taking ownership of maybe like a tower that happened between the two of you. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you're getting you have a better perspective, or you're happy that someone is actually being honest or transparent, or even owning up to something that they hid. Why is confessing here? Confessions, unexpected message, unveiling, justification for Leo. Didn't turn over. Why is confessions here for Leo? Okay. The conflict, 5 of Wands, Page of Wands, the Empress, Temperance, 7 of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay, so someone's confessing to you what the problem was, okay, or what the problem is. But they're also communicating to you the action they plan to take to make things better or to progress things forward. They could be saying that they're no longer going to block this, you know, they are, and that they want to move forward. Okay. And it's because with the Knight of Swords energy and the 9 of Swords, this can be someone that's like, this can be like to like end the stress, you know, especially if like, or in the, yeah, it's like to end stress. If someone's like been worried maybe about their finances, it's like to put an end to stress, or even worried about being abandoned. Okay. It's like in the frustration about it. Okay. So they're confessing what the problem is. Okay. Yeah. But you might feel like you're being, you know, like someone's trying to cloud your judgment, you know, with like manipulation. You also have chemistry here. Spark, passion, desire. Why is chemistry here for Leo? The Queen of Swords and the Devil. Okay. Maybe the chemistry you have with this person is like your kryptonite. It's like even when you're mad at this person, you just can't resist. Okay. With the Fool on the bottom, okay, and the Knight of Swords. Maybe someone's confessing that they also maybe have this issue. They can be addicted to a air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Maybe they made some foolish decisions, okay, impulsive ones with the Knight of Swords energy. Why is passion here? I mean, chemistry. Oh, shit. That's too many. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Why is chemistry here for Leo? Chemistry. Spark, passion, desire for Leo. Someone could even also, if this is a feminine energy, like someone could be like speaking honestly as to what their addictions are. Maybe they have an addiction to passion. Okay. Yeah. The 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this can be like communication about the action someone had taken, talking things through. Someone could be communicating what they plan to do, because with the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, right, this is about, you know, long-term, you know, really creating a solid foundation with each other. 10 of Pentacles together. Okay. Yeah. They could want a reconciliation. Someone could be like giving you, you know, showing more emotion, you know, giving of themselves more emotionally to like reconcile with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if they feel like they have been rather selfish. But this is someone that's like showing that the emotions for you are deep. Okay. Mhm. And but if there's been like pain between the two of you, maybe someone didn't know how to fix it. Okay. And it's all because of this loyalty energy, dedication, trust, reliability. Someone may want you to trust them, so they're being honest. Okay. You might be happy with this better off energy that someone is being honest about this affair. Okay. Yeah. The World, the Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this is the end of a cycle where someone may feel abandoned, lonely, lost, right? And an opportunity for you guys to work things out with the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Justice, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. So it's justice to move things into a better state. Because with the Four of Pentacles energy, there may have been a lot of energy of someone being more self-focused, okay? And maybe that caused a lot of delays with the Three of Wands energy, okay? Caused things to kind of be hung up. So someone is like in a cycle, maybe to work things out with you or to get on the same page, okay? To maybe do things the right way and move things into a better state. And it's because of loyalty, dedication, trust, reliability. Okay, Leo. Anything else for Leo for the weekend, Spirit? Anything else for Leo for the weekend? One, two, okay. The Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay. All right. If you think someone's been, trying to like manipulate you or cloud your judgment, that's done. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Ace of Cups, whatever offer is being presented to you this weekend is because someone clearly knows what they want. They want a fresh start. They want a new beginning. Okay. Yeah. So maybe that's why, you're happy that you're getting this like confession or this clarity, right? Because you might have felt like someone was trying to play games with you. All right. For who's next? Who's after Leo? Oh, there it is. Virgo. Duh. Okay, all right, dudes. Okay. All righty. Virgo. Okay. If the reading doesn't resonate, Virgo, don't try to make it. Okay. Let's see what energy you can expect to encounter this weekend, Virgo. For Virgo spirits, this is for Virgo. What energy can Virgo expect to encounter this weekend? So you have despair and spiritual connection. Okay. Letting go. Maybe to take care of yourself. Maybe you're in despair with a spiritual connection, and maybe you're letting it go. Okay. Maybe you're receptive to the fact that it's kind of confusing you or causing you like emotional turmoil. Okay. What can Virgo expect this weekend, Spirit? What energy can Virgo expect to encounter this weekend, Spirit? Please make it clear. Thank you. Lust. Okay. Intensity, sexual energy, non-committal. Okay. Because of apology, return, forgiveness, gifts. Okay. So lust because of an apology. So maybe you're going to have some makeup sex. Okay. This can be with someone that was like frozen. Okay. Maybe you weren't talking to this person, with silence, stillness, no words. This could be because they were, taking care of themselves. Maybe there was a lot of mixed signals, right? But there could be a confession about that. All right. Lust is what you can expect this weekend, Virgo. Let's see. Why is lust here? Intensity, sexual energy, non-committal. Oh. Someone could be like, I'm done being foolish. Okay. With the Tower energy is like, especially if with the Tower, it can be, like a sudden change in a way, but like a breakdown of something that was created and avoided. Okay. Because of other people. All right. So All right. Why is lust here? Intensity, sexual energy, non-committal. Ooh, okay. Listen. Emperor energy. Someone is definitely taking ownership, okay, of something they might have been hiding with the moon energy. The 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Okay. Mhm. So someone could be taking ownership for something they've been hiding. Maybe they're very stressed and burdened. And this could be because with the King of Cups energy on the bottom, this can be like a masculine that is like that has deep emotion. Okay. It could be deep emotion for someone, and maybe they had to walk away or they need to let that go with the 8 of Cups energy, right? Mhm. So someone could be taking ownership or stepping up. Yeah, taking ownership for something they've been hiding or suppressing because it's like causing them a lot of stress, maybe even like guilt or weight, especially with the apology energy being the overall energy. It says return, forgiveness, gifts. Why is the apology energy here for Virgo? As the overall energy, apology, return, forgiveness, gifts for Virgo. Yeah. The Lover's energy tried to show, okay, but it turned over. Someone's apologizing for being dishonest with the 7 of Swords energy, okay? There could have been like a long-term commitment or like a family situation with the 10 of Pentacles that someone walked away from. And 3 of Pentacles is like trying to like work things out or rebuild. Okay. Yeah. And maybe they've been like defensive because they've been like holding in or hiding their disappointment. Okay. Why is apology here for Virgo? Apology for Virgo. Yeah. Justice and the King of Swords. Right. So someone is apologizing. Because and they feel like with the Justice energy and the King of Swords is maybe like just to like be honest, you know. Yeah. Especially with the Magician energy. I'm sorry, the Lover's energy, the Magician, and the 8 of Wands. It's like, yeah. Mhm. Apologizing to like because that's the right thing to do, or apologizing to do the right thing, and maybe to like be honest with the King of Swords energy because someone has definitely been hiding something. And it's because with the Lover's energy, they could feel like someone could feel like a connection with the Lover's energy was a manifestation, or a way to like move past what they might have been suppressing or holding in. Okay. And so with the Knight of Wands energy and the 9 of Pentacles, someone could be like taking action now because they're ready to do so. Anything else for apology? Apology for Virgo? Ooh. Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Ace of Wands energy is sex. Okay. So sex could, have helped someone realize that they have to, stop suppressing how they feel with the King of Cups energy. Okay. With the 4 of Cups energy and the 6 of Cups, this can be someone who's like very dissatisfied in the past. Maybe, they felt, rejected or in the past or rejected by someone from their past. And they are maybe working or like tempering that sadness or disappointment. Okay. So what you can expect this weekend, Virgo, is someone taking ownership for something they've been hiding, because it might be causing them a lot of stress and guilt. Okay. They feel like they need to apologize because that's the right thing to do and be honest. Okay. And it could be because of sex, or passion, or even the desire with the less energy. I'm just making someone realize that they have to, stop suppressing how they feel. Okay. About something that was disappointing in the past. Okay. So, one moment. Sorry, guys. All right, moving on to Libra. Libra. Okay. Libra. Let's see. What can you expect to encounter this weekend? Ooh, distance. It just flipped the fuck out. Okay. It just flipped out. Okay. Distance. Barrier, separation, space because of beauty. Charming, graceful, luxurious. Okay. It just literally flipped the frick out. Right. Right. Let's see. Why is this the energy that Libra can expect? With the world energy and the 9 of Wands, this could be someone that's like ready to like close out a very difficult cycle, okay, and have a new beginning. Someone is feeling very dissatisfied with the 4 of Cups, stressed, anxious, okay, and they've been hiding it, okay. They've been hiding it, maybe because they're ashamed or fearful about like long-term stability, okay. Why is distance the energy that Libra can expect to encounter this weekend? Barriers, separation, space. Why is this energy here for the weekend? Distance for the weekend. Why is distance here for Libra? Please make it clear, Spirit. Okay. The Emperor and the Page of Swords. Okay, so if there has been distance with the Emperor energy, Aries energy, this can be someone that's taking ownership for that. taking ownership for maybe like whatever barriers or separation or space has been initiated, because with the Page of Swords energy and the Five of Pentacles, they may be telling you about like financial hardship with the Five of Pentacles energy. That's the energy of lack. This could be something they were like avoiding or not addressing or not sharing. Why is distance here for Libra? Yeah. So yeah, the ego with the Six of Wands energy. Okay, so someone may be taking ownership for the fact that they, of this distance, this barrier, the separation or space because of ego. They could be exposing or telling you about their financial hardship. Okay, the Knight of Cups energy and the Ten of Wands is someone coming in, expressing themselves, giving of themselves more emotionally because they feel guilty for resisting. Okay, they feel guilty for resisting because it was solely out of ego. Why is distance here as the energy Libra can expect to encounter this weekend? Yeah, Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Wands energy is passion. Someone wants a new beginning. Okay, probably sex. Okay, but it's because with the Five of Swords energy and the Ten of Swords is like whatever manipulation and ego. I wouldn't say manipulation. The Five of Swords energy to me is my mind's playing tricks on me, right? So whatever mental conflict someone might have been carrying with them, they're ending that. Okay, with the Ten of Swords energy. Maybe they felt some type of way about like doing you wrong in a certain way, in a way. Okay, but with the Chariot energy right behind that, it's like I want to move on from this ending. Okay, and it's because of beauty. Charming, graceful, luxurious. Why is beauty here as the overall energy for Libra? Charming, graceful, luxurious. Yeah. Queen of Swords. That's your energy, Libra. And the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Hierophant energy on the bottom. Nine of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So someone does see you as charming, graceful, and luxurious. And this is why they're taking action. Right? With the Hierophant energy on the bottom, commitment or committing is something that they're ready for, and they're communicating the action they plan to take. With the Knight of Pentacles energy and the Six of Cups, someone was may have been like moving very slow or taking their time in doing so because of their past. Okay, especially if there was someone that they were financially tied to that was kind of blocking things. Why is beauty here? Yep. Someone is choosing the path to a wands that they've been taking their merry old time to choose. Knight of Pentacles. Solely out of fear. Okay. With the Moon energy and the Nine of Cups, it's like, is this what I want? Yeah. Yeah. Six of Pentacles and seven. Yeah, okay. So someone's like moving slow because they weren't sure or feared if that's really what they wanted. Okay. Especially with the Six of Pentacles energy and the Seven of Pentacles, like before I give to it, I'm gonna wait. Okay. Because I'm not sure if that's something that I really want. Okay. Especially if someone was tied to someone in their past that they were, connected to financially. Yeah. That could have been kind of causing problems. Okay. Anything else that Libra can expect this weekend, Spirit? Anything else that Libra can expect this weekend? One. Two. Ooh. There it is. The Eight of Cups energy. Someone is definitely letting the past go because with the Nine of Swords energy, it is driving them fuck crazy. Okay. It's driving them crazy. It's driving them crazy. Okay. If they were trying to repair things with someone, Star energy and the Queen of Wands, okay, maybe it was causing them to go back and forth or juggle, or that's the reason why they were juggling, okay. But the King of Pentacles energy and the Two of Cups and the Empress, Empress energy is your energy, Libra, but this is someone that's thinking practical. Okay, they're thinking, you know, like they're thinking that the King of Pentacles energy is like someone that's thinking of thinking stability. They're thinking responsibly, okay, about union, because they want things to progress in a solid way. Okay, remember, someone is seeing you as beauty, and right behind that, that was something they were running from and avoiding. Okay, so someone is definitely letting the past go because it's driving them fuck crazy. You know, this is what is going on. Right? So you can expect this weekend, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see. What can you expect this weekend for Scorpio spirit? Now, Scorpio, if the reading doesn't resonate, don't try to make it. Okay. Maybe with the emotional whirlwind card showing, and one day, maybe, yeah. If you're feeling emotional about something, or someone else, you know, apply have fits, it's because of this energy of like maybe pushing something off, like one day, maybe some other time, maybe another time type energy. Okay. Yeah. Someone could want a second chance with you, right? Especially if there's been some resentment for things being rather frozen. Okay. What can Scorpio expect this weekend, Spirit? What can Scorpio expect this weekend, Spirit? What energy can Scorpio expect to encounter this weekend? Clinging. That's a lot. Holding on, obsessing, watching. Influences, dark attachments, third parties. Apology, return, forgiveness, gifts. And frozen, silence, stillness, no words. Because of rejection, irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. Okay. So someone might have been clinging on to influences, third parties. Okay. They want to apologize for that. Maybe they went silent. Maybe they were kind of frozen in their energy. Could want to apologize because someone was definitely maybe pushing certain, you know, like pushing energy off, like maybe one day. Okay. Maybe some other time, not right now, you know, because they were clinging to influences. Right. And it's all because of like irrational fear, you know, them, you know, rejecting an opportunity or saying no or dismissing it. Okay. All right. All right. Why is clinging here? Holding on, obsessing, watching for Scorpio. Why is clinging here for Scorpio this weekend? Okay. Okay. All right. So these cards came out, turned over, but turned back over. All right. So I'm going to put them back in the deck, but I'm going to read them. So with the world energy, someone is no longer clinging. They're closing out that cycle of clinging. Okay. King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Because this can be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, but this is someone, masculine energy, who might see like clinging or holding on to something is doing nothing but holding me up. Knight of Pentacles is causing me to, you know, maybe not grow or not move. Maybe also like not grow or not move financially. Okay. The Fool, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So someone's taking a leap of faith. Okay. And it could be because of with the Five of Pentacles energy, finances, right? Maybe they feel kind of stuck, Eight of Swords energy, as to like how to make things better. Like, how do I get stable? Okay. So if someone was clinging onto or holding on to something, they're closing out that cycle, right? With the Magician energy, the Emperor energy, and the Devil, okay? Someone might feel like you created this stagnation, okay? You created this stagnation by holding on to something, right? And so you need to take control of it, okay? With the Emperor energy and the Devil, you need to take control over it. So Six of Swords, you can move things into a better state, okay? So someone is taking that leap because
With the five of Pentacles energy, they could be going through financial struggle. Okay. Got influences, dark attachments, third parties. Why is this here for Scorpio? Why is influences here for Scorpio? Yeah. There, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Look, the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. Clarifying the influences, dark attachments, third parties. I am ending the problem. Okay. Someone is ending the conflict. Okay. Because they see it's doing nothing but making them juggle. Okay. You're holding me up. Look, juggle and wait, maybe over evaluate, right? So someone's like, whoever was clinging or holding on to influences, they're ending that cycle because they see like it's a conflict. I have to end the problem. You have apology, return, forgiveness, gifts. Why is this here for Scorpio? Ooh. The Empress, the Knight of Cups. Okay. That's Taurus and Libra energy. The Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups, right? So someone could be apologizing so that things could start moving, okay? They could be like expressing themselves, giving of themselves more romantically. Judgment, King of Swords, the Lovers. Okay. If there was a third party with the Three of Cups energy that someone was holding on to, okay, it is because they were trying to like cooperate or work things out with that person or with that third party. Definitely an energy of them thinking about their own needs with the Nine of Cups energy. But with the Judgment energy and the King of Swords, someone is coming back maybe to return to get another opportunity, but coming back with the truth, okay, with clarity. Because with the Lover's energy and the Wheel of Fortune, this is someone making major decisions because the Lover's energy is not only a major decision within a connection, but a major life choice, okay? They are making a major life choice because they feel like it's time, okay? So someone is closing out a cycle of holding on to an influence or third party because they feel like it's causing them stagnation, okay? All right. You also have Frozen. Silent stillness, no words. Why is this here for Scorpio for the weekend? Apologizing for being silent, for there being stillness or no words. Why is Frozen here for Scorpio? Yep. They've been waiting. Waiting. Someone's been just like waiting to present you with an offer, okay? With the Ten of Wands energy and the Six of Wands, someone could have been like felt bad. Okay. The Ten of Wands energy is like feeling burdened. But the Six of Wands energy is like either burdened by how you're being viewed or burdened by like an image. It's like, like how you're being viewed. Okay. Yeah. But with the Sun card and the Magicians, it's like maybe they're getting the understanding that, but you did this. Like you did this. You're viewed this way. They've been waiting to present this offer. They're like, yeah, you're viewed this way, but you did this. Okay, that's right. And it's all because of rejection, irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. Why is rejection here for Scorpio? It's the overall energy. Rejection. Yeah. the Six of Wands, the Strength card, and the Four of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Yeah. Okay. So someone definitely was rejecting a situation totally out of ego. Six of Wands energy is like how I'm being viewed, how, someone sees me. And so they held back and they resisted. But with the Sun card and the King of Pentacles, like maybe this is being highlighted to someone, you know, um, and they regret their actions. Five of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Because it caused a lot of confusion in the connection, right? Yeah. Someone was definitely rejecting this solely off of maybe like how they were being viewed. It's giving definitely big, it's giving big fire energy. Like, can definitely be a fire sign involved. Yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Anything else for Scorpio for the weekend? 1, 2. The Emperor, more fire energy. Okay, so someone is taking ownership, stepping up, because with the star energy, they want to heal things. They want to make things better. Okay, temperance to the world. How can we bring this into balance? How can we neutralize things? How can we start over? Okay, that's the energy you're getting this weekend. Moving on to Sagittarius. All right, for my Saggy spirit. Ooh, emotional whirlwind just kicked out. I gotta take it. Affected, dramatic, unstable. Okay, that's the energy you making expect this weekend, Sagittarius, because of infatuation, adoration, addiction, compulsion. Okay, someone could be like going through it because of this infatuation with you. Let's see. Why is emotional whirlwind here for Sagittarius? Okay. Mm-hmm. Someone could be like making a decision they've been waiting to make. Maybe someone's been like sad about an ending or has some regrets around a betrayal. Okay, could be because of their actions, King of Wands energy. And they're communicating the action that they plan to take. All right. Why is emotional whirlwind here for Sagittarius? Affected, dramatic, unstable. Yo. The Hierophant. Ooh, wee. The Hierophant energy. The King of Swords. The Three of Swords. The Hangman. Okay. Page of Pentacles on the bottom. 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. Someone feels so bad about the past. Okay. With the Hierophant energy, this is like tradition. It's the energy of commitment. But it's the energy of like tradition, morals, values, spiritual beliefs, belief systems, right? Could have made someone make a decision that could have caused you heartache or pain with the Three of Swords energy. Okay. So this energy of like the Hierophant energy, doing things in a traditional way or following some type of custom, caused someone to make a decision that was hurtful. All right. And with the Hangman energy, maybe they're seeing things differently now and they're going through like an emotional storm. Okay. And it's because of this offer that someone wants to make. Right. Someone that feels guilty about a past conflict. Right. Yeah, they could be like ready to talk about it now or ready to address it. Okay. Could be a Virgo. And it's because of this infatuation energy. Okay. Right. Why is infatuation here? Adoration, addiction, compulsion. What's behind that? Clarity. Nourish. Clarity. Okay. Clarity. Maybe they understand, you know, why you've been kind of focused on yourself. Why is infatuation here? Okay. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Someone sees you as their person. Okay. It's like you're mine. Okay. Yeah. And with the Seven of Wands energy and the Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So things might have been rather blocked, even stalled. It could have been like a lack of communication. Because someone was maybe like going through a lot of disappointment or sadness. Okay. But with the world energy, maybe they're coming out of that cycle. Maybe they're no longer sad or depressed. This is someone that wants like maybe like a second chance to move things into a better state, to make things better. Why is infatuation here? Adoration, addiction, compulsion. Okay. The Queen of Wands tried to show. Yeah. With the Seven of Swords energy, the Page of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles, right? This person loves you, okay? If they were dishonest or sneaky or, you know, like strategic in a way, they want to apologize for that. I want to say more sneaky, okay? If they were hiding things from you, they want to apologize for that. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, or even like hiding why they were holding back from like committing, okay? Sun card and the King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Maybe someone wants to highlight or be honest with you. Okay. Yeah, because the clarity is like clarity energy is showing. It's like someone wants to see, wants you to understand or gain clarity or have clarity as to what was going on. Because with the Seven of Swords energy, it's like an energy of like sneakiness or someone like being deceptive. There could have been like a family situation that someone was holding on to, Ten of Pentacles and a Four of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe they're going to make you aware of that with the Sun card energy because this person wants a new beginning. They're being honest because they want a new beginning. It's like with the emotional whirlwind energy, it's like a almost like an outburst of secrets. Like it's like all the unknown. Okay. Anything else for Sagittarius for the weekend? Anything else for Sagittarius for the weekend? Yeah. When I said the energy of the Hierophant being like traditional values, if someone was married, okay, or even committed to something, they made a decision that caused maybe you some heartache or pain. And they're seeing that differently, okay? Especially with this Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, it seems like there was a marriage or a long-term commitment that someone might have been holding on to. Anything else that Sagittarius can expect this weekend? The Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so someone is definitely rushing in, maybe wanting to talk to you. There's someone that wants a new beginning. Okay, yep. Someone that was juggling. Okay, they feel guilty about the past. They feel bad, right? Moving on to Capricorn. Oh, shit. Dang, Capricorn, your energy fell out too. With the King of Pentacles and a Fool. Maybe you about to take a leap. You about to do something foolish. You about to do something spontaneous. Let's see. What can Capricorn expect this weekend? Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, please make it clear. What energy can Capricorn expect this weekend? All right. Got the farewells card here with tension. Yeah. Someone could be having dreams that are exhausting them. They're having maybe dreams of like someone saying farewell or drifting or something like that. All right. For Capricorn, what can Capricorn expect this weekend, Spirit? Please make it clear. Deja vu, past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns. Because of infatuation. Same thing with Sagittarius. Adoration, addiction, compulsion. Right? Right. So there could be like a repeated pattern because of this infatuation. Maybe something's happening again because of this infatuation. Right? For Capricorn, Spirit. Okay. Maybe someone is coming back around for a second chance, you know, to have a new beginning. Could be someone from your past or someone you have children with. Okay. Someone you might see as toxic, or just someone that wants to apologize to you for being toxic. Okay. Or for holding back from committing. Right. Why is deja vu here? Past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns for Capricorn for the weekend. Why is this the energy for Capricorn for this weekend? Okay. The Devil, Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. All right. So the Devil energy is definitely a repeated pattern. Okay. So someone might have a repeated pattern of juggling. Maybe they're like hella indecisive. Okay. And this could be something that someone either wants to make you aware of, Capricorn, or you are being honest about this. Okay. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, someone is like ready to invest. Okay. Ready to like sow seeds, or ready to have something long term, or yeah, because they might just have like a unhealthy or pattern, unhealthy habit or a pattern of juggling or being indecisive, right? And this could be because they have an addiction, okay, with the infatuation energy, adoration, addiction, compulsion. Why is this energy here for Capricorn? This can be someone that's being honest with you or wants to tell you about it. Why is infatuation here for Capricorn? Ten of Cups, Knight of Swords. Okay. So if someone is infatuated with you, it's because they okay. The infatuation energy, adoration, addiction, compulsion. What clarified by the Ten of Cups is someone being maybe infatuated with an idea. Okay, the Ten of Cups energy can be like the idea of happily ever after. Okay, so someone could be like addicted to an idea, you know, because we saw the energy of dreams when I was shuffling. Okay, so maybe someone is having dreams that you're like leaving the idea. Okay, with the Knight of Swords energy and the Four of Cups, you could they could, or you could have made some decisions that were rather impulsive, and maybe you're like dissatisfied with the outcome. Okay, or they are. Why is infatuation here for Capricorn? Yeah. Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Okay. Right. So an offer is here. Right. Because someone is actually like taking action to communicate or move things forward. Why is infatuation here? Okay. Someone could even be infatuated with that idea of having a happily ever after, and that's why they're presenting this Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. The High Priestess and the Two of Wands. But they're hiding something. Okay. What they're hiding with this high priestess energy is that they're choosing to move forward because they're trying to like overcome something that's very stressful. Okay. Maybe they've been arguing with someone. Maybe they feel manipulated by someone, or even like bamboozled by someone. Okay. It could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Um, mhm, mhm. And this could be like someone is like, you know, hoping to like maybe overcome some type of like financial struggle. Okay. Anything else for infatuation? Maybe someone is infatuated with that idea of like having the happily ever after. And they're presenting an offer to you. But with the high priestess energy, they're not telling you everything as to why. Okay, you know. Why is infatuation here for Capricorn? Hmm. The Chariot with the Emperor. Hmm. They could even be hiding that they want to move with you. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's almost like someone feels. I feel like someone, Capricorn. Someone. It feels like someone feels bamboozled by someone else, and they're infatuated with this idea of having like the happily ever after. Okay, and this could be like a repeated pattern that someone has like goes back and forth. Okay. Anything else that Capricorn can expect this weekend, Spirit? Maybe someone sees you as a stable feminine energy, or this is what someone wants. Yeah. The Page of Cups and the Empress. Okay. So someone's apologizing because they definitely want to progress things forward. Okay. Someone wants to work things out, get on the same page. And it could be because they're going through a lot. Maybe like even like going through a lot of towers, like unexpected disasters. Okay. Yeah. Either in a relationship or even like in a home. Okay. And they're taking action to move things into a better state for themselves. I wouldn't say for themselves, but just in general. Okay. So sad for you, Capricorn. Moving on to Aquarius. All right. And then I'm gonna do Pisces, and then I'm gonna do Gemini again. Okay, because I messed up on Gemini by not putting the band up. All right. All right. For Aquarius, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, what can Aquarius expect to encounter this weekend? Okay. All right. So if someone has been rather solitary, it could be because they experienced some type of loss. Maybe they've been rather elusive because they feel like a victim, or feel like you wouldn't understand. Someone that could be like wearing a mask. All right. What can shallow? All right. Superficiality, boredom, blank. All right. This is the energy you can expect to encounter this weekend, Aquarius. And it's because of memories, bittersweet dwelling, reminiscing, exhaustion, clarity. Okay. Yeah. It could be because if something is like showing back up from the past, you can be kind of exhausted with that, right? Maybe you're seeing it as shallow. Okay. Maybe you're bored with it. Like, I don't want that. Okay, let's see. Why is shallow here? As what? Yeah. Aquarius can expect. Okay. Maybe you're not talking to someone and someone wants to like end that cycle of you not talking to them. Okay. Yeah, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Why is shallow here? For the energy that Aquarius can expect to encounter this weekend. Superficiality, boredom, blank. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Yeah, someone's coming to you with the same old BS. Okay. Like, I don't want your D. I don't want your I don't want to have sex. No. Okay. With the Empress energy and the 8 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, like if things were maybe meant to progress, you could be, thinking about that. Like if things were meant to progress at one point and then maybe someone walked away to maybe um go towards a family or something like that, it could be apologizing, but you could be kind of bored with the approach, especially if they're coming through with the Ace of Wands. You might be like, no, thank you. Okay. Why is shallow here for Aquarius? Why is shallow here? Superficiality, boredom, blank. Okay. The Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. All right. So someone is communicating, the action they plan to take, what they're going to do. Okay. And they even have an offer for you. Okay. But you don't trust it. You don't trust that it's going to actually work out the way that they're saying. You don't trust that what they're offering is equal, balanced, fair. Okay. And it's because with the High Priestess energy and the King of Swords, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, they're not being honest as to why now. Okay. It's like they're rushing in. Okay. Maybe expressing themselves, wanting to move forward, maybe even very quickly. Right. Yeah. Maybe saying that they, yeah. Yeah, maybe even saying like they manifested you or manifested this opportunity with you or something like that. Okay. But maybe also like juggling a whole lot of responsibilities. This could be someone that is addicted to money. Okay. Or has like an addiction to money. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in a way, so you might be like, why now? Like, why are you rushing in like that? Right. You also have memories. Okay. It's because of memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing. Right. Yeah. The 4 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. All right. Maybe someone's reminiscing on the connection that they had with you. Okay. Especially if you were like a loving feminine energy, you gave a lot of yourself to them, and yeah, with the 9 of Wands energy and the Sun card, if they're going through a lot right now, it's giving them hella clarity. Okay. That they were rather toxic with the Devil energy. 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you could be thinking about like when the connection was not the best, right? And now that someone is like saying that they're ready, you're kind of like cautious or worried about them betraying you. Okay. And it's because of this change of heart. I feel like the change of heart is coming in rather impulsively. And you don't know how to feel about it. You question, you don't like, I don't believe it. I don't believe that what you're saying you're going to do is going to actually work out. I don't believe that what you're offering is actually fair, balanced, equal, because you're thinking about the memories of when it was not. And now that someone is ready, you're worried about like betrayal, excuse me. But also like now that you're like doing good, like, the 9 Pentacles energy could be used. Like now that I'm good, I'm stable, I'm straight, I'm worried about you. Like maybe take me back down the rabbit hole again, Anything else that Aquarius can expect this weekend, Spirit? Please make it clear. Okay. Emperor, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. Okay. 9 of Wands, The Sun card. Okay. So someone definitely is going through a lot with the Nine of Wands energy. Okay. And whatever happiness they had with you in the past, okay, it's highlighting a lot of things for them. Okay. So someone is taking ownership for something that, you know, like if there was a person in the past that was secret or hidden or something that they suppressed or, you know, hid or something like that. Yeah. They're taking ownership for that or stepping up, recognizing their part in it because whatever they have been through or are going through is highlighting a lot for them. Okay. As far as like when things were definitely good and they see you as that loving feminine energy that was giving them that happiness. All right. So that's the energy you can expect this weekend, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Let's see. What energy can Pisces expect to encounter this weekend, Spirit? All right, Pisces, you can feel rather trapped, but you could be hiding that. Okay. Especially if you feel like a victim. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you could be hoping for something, but kind of like being elusive about it. Okay. But Spirit wants you to be at peace with confessing. It might be complex. Harmony came out. But be at peace with confessing something or a confession. All right. So your energy you can expect this weekend, Pisces, is harmony. Peace, balance, friendship. Okay. Why is this energy here for Pisces? Peace, balance, friendship. Okay. Maybe someone made you very angry. Okay. Someone that you love deeply made you angry with their actions. Okay. And they feel bad about it. Okay. They want a second chance. Right. Why is harmony here for Pisces? Why is harmony here for Pisces? Okay. The Three of Wands energy and the Ace of Cups. Maybe you've been waiting for this new beginning. You've been waiting for this new beginning. And maybe with the Two of Swords energy, it just wasn't coming in. Maybe you didn't hear from this person. This person wasn't talking. This person wasn't making a decision. Okay. With the World energy and the Eight of Swords, there's someone that's ending a cycle of being stuck. Okay. You've been waiting for a new beginning. Right? Why is harmony here? Eight of Swords. Okay, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So the reason why you were waiting for a new beginning is because someone was kind of stuck as to what is it they wanted. Okay. And there was someone else who also wanted to heal things with them. Okay. And this created like maybe like an indecisiveness, right? But it's also, yeah, like, or even like a change in their decision making. Like maybe they were, you know, going one direction, but then they switched and went into another direction. It's because someone wanted to heal a betrayal or repair something with them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But they're being honest about that. Maybe could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But if someone is being honest about that, and presenting an offer for a solid beginning. Okay. Solid new beginning. But they are worried about if you guys will even be able to move past the disappointment. Okay. Right. And it's because of this confession, unexpected message, unveiling, justification. Why is confessions here for Pisces? Why is confessions here for Pisces, Spirit? Unexpected message, unveiling, justification. The King of Wands tried to show, but it turned over. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but this is someone that's taking action to move things into a better state. Okay, so that's why they're confessing. Why is confessions here? Okay. The Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and a Two of Cups. Okay. All right. So there, whatever conflict was going on, either between the two of you or conflict in general, it was causing someone to hold back from fully investing, or just hold back and wait, right? So if you guys were going through an argument, it's like, okay, I'm gonna hold back and wait until, until I can smooth things over or something like that. But it was something that was going on. It was a conflict that someone was like holding on to or holding on to. It's something that it was a conflict that was keeping someone from investing. And they could want to, apologize for that. Maybe that's what the unexpected message or confession is. Because someone made a decision to block it until they were ready. Okay. And it could be financially ready, right? They made a decision to like put the maybe connection on hold until they were financially ready. Okay. Maybe that was the conflict in someone like holding back from investing or truly giving. Okay. Anything else for confessions for Pisces? Okay. Ooh. So the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, Three of Cups, the Star, Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay. So this is someone that definitely wants to work on things with you. All right. There could have definitely been a third party that wanted to repair things and that kind of distorted their thinking. But with the Four of Swords energy, that's been healed. Okay. The High Priestess energy and the Ten of Wands, there was a lot that was hidden and maybe they feel guilty for that. Because with the Queen of Swords energy on the bottom, it made you angry. Okay. And they've been thinking about that. Okay. Virgo energy. Right. And they're communicating the action they plan to take to create peace. Right. To create balance again. Right. So what you can expect this weekend, Pisces, is peace, balance, and friendship, harmony. And you've been waiting for this in the beginning. Okay. Maybe someone's been waiting to have it in the beginning because of this energy of feeling stuck or restricted. Anything else that Pisces can expect this weekend? One, no. King of Swords in the world. Okay. So someone is definitely making a decision, okay, to maybe close out one cycle, to begin a new one. They might feel like they made some impulsive decisions or impulsive judgments that they're rather disappointed by, okay? And they're choosing to maybe go in a new direction or to do things differently. Yeah. Okay. They made some decisions that caused a lot of stagnation for them with the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Queen of Wands. Maybe because they were either being manipulated by an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or they made some decisions that caused stagnation because they were trying to manipulate an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. But they're making an offer because whatever unhealthy cycle or situation that they were involved in, they're ending. Okay. With the Ten of Swords. Right. Because they want to commit to you. Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. Right. Okay. All right. Gemini again. My page, because I didn't put Gemini's tag up there last time. So Gemini gets 2. Gemini, what can you expect this weekend? Again. All right. For Gemini spirit, what can Gemini expect this weekend? Again. Okay. You can maybe expect harmony with someone that's you can trust or loyalty. Okay. One day, secret admirer. Maybe someone's a secret admirer. Maybe someone's been admiring you secretly. Okay. For Gemini spirit, what can Gemini expect this weekend? Again. Consequences. Karma, destiny, cause and effect. Okay. Because of pretend, mask, exaggeration, bluff, depth, and heart fog. So maybe someone is experiencing some consequences because of them maybe wearing a mask or pretending. But with the depth energy and the heart fog, it's like maybe that's important for them to like see, because with the heart fog energy, that's like sending mixed signals, right? It's like, not being clear. So maybe that's like their karma. Okay, let's see. Yeah. For Gemini, why is consequences here? For Gemini is what Gemini can expect this weekend, Spirit. Again. Okay. The Lover's energy. So maybe someone's been thinking a lot about this connection or connection with you. Okay. Maybe they're getting some type of clarity or confirmation as to what they want. Why is consequences here? Karma, destiny, cause, and effect. For Gemini. As what Gemini can expect this weekend. King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay. Okay, so maybe the consequence for someone wearing a mask, hiding how they truly feel, blocking or being closed off. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe it's creating like an aha for someone. Why is consequences here for Gemini? Consequences for Gemini. Why is this here for Gemini for the weekend? Okay. Judgment. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So someone who might have been wearing a mask may want another chance with you or a second chance with you. Okay. The Hermit energy, the Three of Cups, the Moon, Page of Pentacles. They could be thinking a lot about like the friendship or the bond that they have with you. And maybe like how they feared making an offer. Okay. They could apologize for, making that decision. Okay. With the Fool, Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, they may realize that was rather foolish. Okay. And maybe they want to talk to you. Okay. In order to move things into a better state with the Six of Swords energy. Yeah. This can be someone that's communicating the action they plan to take in the future. Because maybe right now they're worried about their stability. Okay. Especially if they're like tied to like have like a they're in like a toxic relationship. Okay, with the Devil energy and the Two of Cups, that's like blocking or holding them back in a way. Okay, this can be someone that's like, wants a second chance at that. Okay, it's because of this pretend energy, mask, exaggeration, and bluff. Why is this energy here for Gemini? Okay, the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. Justice on the bottom. Okay. So someone could have been like masking or exaggerating about their like finances. Okay. With the Eight of Swords energy and the Five of Pentacles, someone is like feeling stuck financially, maybe like stuck in like a financial grief or not grief, financial hardship. Okay. Feeling stuck in financial hardship. Okay. And they're making a decision to like heal things with you, or maybe making a decision to like take off their mask. Okay. Because they feel like with the Justice energy, that's like what's needed or the right thing to do in order to like end a dissatisfying cycle. Four Cups in the world is like, I'm very unhappy, and the world energy is closing out that cycle. So it's like, that's what I need to do in order to end this dissatisfying cycle. Okay. what you might be encountering this weekend, Gemini, is like that being the consequence for, wearing a mask, exaggerating or bluffing. Wise pretend here for Gemini. Okay. Wise pretend here for Gemini for the weekend. Okay. 3 of Swords, grief, sorrow, and the 9 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, someone could be definitely stressed about work with the 8 of Pentacles right behind that. And that's why someone is like, maybe like ready to make a certain or concrete decisions because they're going through a lot. Okay. But you might feel like that's justice for pushing you away. Okay. With the Justice energy and the 4 of Cups, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like someone's maybe reaping the karma for pretending. Okay. Anything else for Gemini for the weekend? Right. Last messages. Anything else? Final messages for Gemini for the weekend. Thank you guys for coming through. Listen to my weekend messages. Right. The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is your wishes will be fulfilled, Gemini. Okay. Because with the Tower energy, the Empress and the 6 of Pentacles, maybe you're having a lot of progression. Maybe you're having a lot of growth. And with the 6 of Pentacles energy, equal give and take. Okay. Things are moving into a good state with you or for you. Okay. With the 6 of Swords energy. And someone is communicating the action they plan to take because they're having stagnation. All right. So that's what I have for you, Shug. I hope this helped. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Please hit that like button. It's right there. Comment. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Share. Send it to your friends. Post it to social media. And subscribe so you know when I post. Miss you guys already. Bye.